Several teachers at West Hill High School are participating in a program with faculty at UConn, and it's revolving around moral awareness. What is ethical behavior? What are ethical decisions? And so what we're going to do today is have groups of 4 to 6. I'm going to give you some materials. One of them is Haight's Intuitive Ethics, and you're going to talk in your groups about the aspect of ethics that I assign to each group, and then we will share toward the end. Our goals today are to clarify, what do we mean by moral? What do we mean by ethical behavior? And do we notice when something is not a moral situation, when something is an unethical situation? Do we notice that, first of all? Secondly, can we define that? And third, can we identify who the parties are that are potentially at stake here? Because the best ethical decision is usually one that is right, is the best decision possible for the parties who are directly involved. So we're going to start out with a little just open discussion of, what do you think moral means? What is ethical? What is moral? We're going to have a little discussion. Then after that, we will talk about the 5 intuitive ethics that comprise a moral decision or a moral situation. We will be checking whether people can give an understanding of what we're talking about. For example, I might ask one group to focus on fairness, and I might say, talk about an example of fairness as an ethical problem. What happens if the aspect of the situation is someone caring about a friend? Can they ever be in conflict? Caring about someone, is that ever in conflict with doing the right thing in terms of fairness? And what are some of the higher values? If we were going to prioritize these 5 ethical values, what would be the most important ones, and what would be the least important ones? And in terms of a formal assessment, we're going to ask students to define morality and talk about what is moral and what does it mean to you when a problem or situation has moral implications or moral values inherent in it. And then I will use a handout, which is the Analysis Moral Awareness Protocol handout. And I'll give you a case scenario. John and Jasmine. One of them asks to help her because he's already taken the test, and she would like the answers, and she's a friend, so he cares about her. Is this caring in conflict with fairness? Who are the parties that are involved in this situation? And I will ask you to think about that, talk about what kind of problems. First of all, do you notice a problem? Secondly, can you define it using those intuitive ethics, those 5 aspects of morality that we've been talking about, and then finally, who's involved?
Oh my God, was it not recording?
Okay, who's involved, and what are the people most affected? That would be basically the end of lesson 1.